1,000 subscribers. Booyah!
Since Spacies.
G'day invaders, welcome to Since Spacies, and this is a huge milestone for my channel. 1,000 subscribers, video 193. It took 193 videos to get there, and this video you see behind me is where it all started. Super awkward, super hard to watch, but basically the reason why I've got this guy running in the background is to just highlight why you should just get started with a channel if you are feeling that you're not up to it, or you don't have the equipment, or all the other excuses that come about when you're deciding whether or not you should have a channel of your own. Just ignore all that and go for it. Even if you don't have 2 cameras like I've got, or if you don't have a microphone, just you've got a smartphone, use that. Get started with that. That's enough to get you up and running. You can work out all the other details later. Believe me, my channel was really super awkward when it first started up. I still run into issues when I am recording now even. Anyway, rambling. I might just move on to acknowledging some of the channels out there and some of the people that have made running this channel that much more fun and interesting to do. And I'm going to start off with Maz Gaming for giving me, let me reach for it, for giving me this medal, this trophy I should say, for Small YouTuber of the Year award. Well, now I no longer qualify for this for 2018. I was hoping to go back to back. Damn. Anyway, so chuffed to get that award. You got no idea. It was such an ego boost. I don't mind saying so myself. Also, I'd like a big shout out to Carbonites Gaming. Those guys have been the first channel to reach out to my channel, and they subscribed when I still hadn't even reached 100 subscribers. And they're never afraid to just get on board and help out if I need a podcaster to get on board, or to just basically give me rubbish if one of my videos is bad, or actually encourage me if something's good. They're really honest with their feedback, and it's just been really awesome. Conrad, you've been a massive help to my channel, so I'm so glad to have had you get involved with Since Spacies. It's such a huge help to my channel. Anyway, I've got a heap of these to get through. I don't want to get caught up. This is going to be like an Academy Awards. Wacko Jacko Gaming, he has a lot of positive energy, and I would like to see him do more. At the moment, I can see he's just really addicted to Splatoon. That's awesome, but I would really like to see him venture with that channel and branch out and do more with that channel. I think he's got a lot of potential, but he's been bringing a lot of positive energy to my channel, and he was the first guest on the Yes Another Bloody Gaming podcast video, so he'll always have that to have under his a feather in his cap is what I'm looking for. Also, EightNineOne, dry humor, really good to have as a guest on the podcast. I'd like to see him and I get a few more collab videos perhaps in the future. And that's a theme that you'll see with these all these names I read out. I am reaching out. I want to do more collaboration videos because I just think they're super fun to make, and really interesting to see how different channels interact with each other. Also, Tackhead9, he was involved in one of my podcasts as well, and I would really like to have him back on another podcast in the future as well. Brian's Man Cave, I should have wore his shirt. I bought his shirt to promote other YouTubers on my channel, and that's something I'm really big into, is promoting other channels and supporting them and giving them tips basically on what they're doing right or wrong. I think it's important that we do help each other. It's the only way we're going to get better, to make less boring videos. And also Uncle Chunt, another fellow Aussie YouTuber. He's plotting along quite well actually. He does a wider variety of content than I do. You'll see him talk about the latest movies and also comics, something which I'm not really that big into. I'm really just focused on the game side of things. But it's good to see another Aussie YouTuber making a go of it. And I'm a Patreon of his channel too, so that's another little reason why I'm giving him the shout out. And also Retrokaiser, bit of a geek, bit of a nerd, but I like his quirky sense of humour. It brings something different to the podcast, and it's just good to get his angle on it from something. I've got a very dry humour and dry personality, and so that's the reason why I like to get these guys on my podcast. Because they add variety and flavour to my channel, and that's why I like getting Retrokaiser on, because he's just got such a different outtake on topics, and it's always interesting to see that kind of stuff on my podcast. Almost at the end, guys. I'm sorry to drag this on, but I need to do this. The BitVault, a Patreon of the channel too. I had him on for one of the podcasts, and you really should check out his channel, because he is very deep into the getting into the background of games, and also I think he's trying to emulate Gaming Historian a little, which is not a bad thing. It'll be interesting to see his channel flesh out even more. He's got some great videos, you should really check that out. And also Whatheshow, these guys like I don't know how to explain it. Their editing is on Jedi level, is the only way I can really explain it. Their first video didn't suck like mine did. Although I think I'm getting a little bit too heavy on myself. This is actually not bad for a first video, but Whatheshow's videos, the editing is just ridiculously good. I don't know how they do it. I do know how he does the editing though. Dustin is actually an editor as a trade. He actually does that for a living. So yeah, that's what we're up against, folks. When you're running a channel, you're up against professionals. Also Hardcore Gamer, great to have him on. I don't really know too much about his channel. I do know he loves his Power Rangers, and you're going to expect to see a lot more videos dedicated to Power Rangers. He just tweeted a picture of him dressed up in full cosplay. So yeah, there's that. I've never done cosplay. I don't know. I don't look like any video game character. Maybe I'll do a Ryo Hazuki one day if I get that jacket. I've got the watch. I just need the jeans, white shirt. I reckon that's the easiest one to go for. The top loader brings a lot of energy to the podcast. Really hard to contain, but that's a good thing. You need that sort of energy when doing YouTube. I struggle sometimes to stand up here and sound excited. I might sound deadbeat and drone. I assure you I'm anything but when it comes to gaming. It's just getting in front of a camera and being positive and all sort of in your face. It's really hard for me to do, but with guys like Top Loader, he just seems to naturally pull it off. He's just got energy to burn, and totally jealous of having that kind of energy. Also, and these are the big ones. Top Hat Street, I don't know how you put up with the Top Hat Gaming Man. You seem to do a good job of containing him and keeping him in check, and it's good that he's got this offsider to sort of bounce off, because he can go off on a tangent sometimes. So it's good to have you there keeping him in check, and I would love to have you on the channel by yourself without Top Hat Gaming Man one day, because I think it would be just interesting to explore your views yourself on some issues, gaming issues. So that's a future suggestion for another podcast coming up. I'm getting there. I'm almost at the end. Also, DJ Slopes gave me an opportunity to contribute a very small little line in one of his videos. That was really cool to have that offer, and I look forward to having more involvement or interaction with DJ Slopes. If you haven't already checked him out, he's got an awesome channel. He's got, I think it's 70,000 subscribers. He deserves 100,000 plus. I'm almost at the end, guys. Okay, so the biggest contributor to my channel, without a doubt, has been Top Hat Gaming Man. Now, I know he's He's not exactly everyone's cup of tea. He does get in your face. I do see past that persona though. I do realise that that is just all an act. It makes the videos that he does more entertaining in my opinion. And also the fact that he's just keeps pushing out videos on a consistent basis. I don't know how he does it. I struggle to do this. This is the first video I've done in a week, so it's been really hard to keep the content going, but I will continue to try and push them out. So I'm just going to quickly say thank you to Top Hat Gaming Man. If it wasn't for your channel getting on board with that last Sonic and also Sally statue video and doing your discussion, I wouldn't have gone past the 1,000 mark. So a huge thank you, Richard, for getting me across the 1,000 mark. And in regards to that video, I don't normally hop on topics like that. I don't normally rely on going on trends or getting on news items to push videos on my channel, but that one I couldn't help. I saw that I saw someone basically message me saying we got to get on this, and I thought there's a video in this, so I thought I'd just put it together and quickly get it on the channel. It only took an hour to record and get everything all set up, and 2 hours to edit. So from a video point of view, production point of view, it actually was really quick to get that on the channel. So I'm just so super glad that that video really took off. It's been an absolute ride. I can't explain just one video how much it can affect your channel. It's the most liked video now on my channel, so there's that. It's in the top 10 most watched video on my channel. So I think eventually that video will go to #1. So where do I go from here with my channel? Well, I've reached 1,000 subscribers. That was always my first goal. Now I have to work on my watch time, and that's going to be my next challenge. So at the moment, YouTube have made a criteria. 1,000 is the limit for the subscribers before you can meet monetization rules. And the other rule that they have is that you need to have at least, I think it's 4,000 view time in 1 year, the last year. So that's always dynamic, and that's where my channel struggles. I've got only 2,000 watch time hours in the last year. So if you guys have got any suggestions on how that can improve, I will welcome you to comment that in the comment section below. But moving on, I will be concentrating on my podcast. That's always my #1 focus on this channel. I've got my Sega Mega Drive Ultimate Collection series that's going to come to an end soon, hopefully, and then I'll be moving on to something else that I've got planned. I've already mentioned that in the past, so if you've watched my channel on a consistent basis, you probably know where I'm going with that. And also my look back at gaming since Spacies. It's taking a long time to do those videos. I will next weekend concentrate on doing 1980 and moving that series along as well. So I've got a lot of series that I can concentrate, and plus my just general Let's Plays. There's always a video to do. There's like, every one of these games is a video, and it's not like I'm short on content. It's just a matter of getting you guys on board and making something interesting out of it. And pushing on to get this channel moving. I think I'm just rambling now, so I'm just going to wrap this up. I just want to thank you all once again for subscribing, and I'm going to quickly move on to another video now about something that's just happened. But until then, my name has been Brian, and I've been gaming since Spacies. Here's to 10,000 subscribers, yeah? Thanks, guys.
Since Spacies.